I was showing producer Miles one of my favorite videos. This is how we trim trees in Merca. He said, oh yeah? This is how they clean streets in Russia. And this is me trying to grow a beard. Look at that. That's awful. And this part, there's no...
What's up with the beard here,
It's awful. Please, I'm under no illusion that it looks good.
Okay with this?
It's a long story. It'll all come together, but Please, yeah, no. Laziness. Hey, Slater Crusaders, my name is Mike Slater. This is the show where we talk about something important, something that's going to make you smart. Oh my God, an anteater!
So it's insect powder of, I'll add a couple of worms.
Where was I? Oh yeah, something that'll make you smart. Something that'll make you feel good. We like to call it Here's What's Up. So have you guys seen the new tours that they're giving at the White House? You just hop the fence and run wherever you want. I was actually talking to a friend of mine. He's a former Secret Service. And I said, so like if someone hops the fence, what are you supposed to do? And he said, well, one of two things. First of all, you're supposed to shoot them. And if you don't shoot them, you're at least supposed to give them one of these. And let's be clear, if only it was one guy who jumped the fence and ran through the White House like the kid in the Family Circus comic strip. It's not that. It's prostitution scandals, it's drug scandals, it's letting the president get in an elevator with an armed felon. How about when the White House was hit with 7 bullets? And the Secret Service didn't even know until 4 days later. And the only reason they found out is because a housekeeper noticed debris on the floor by the window where the bullet hit. So you have to ask yourself, how has the Secret Service become so inept? Maybe it's because the former director, she just resigned. But when she first got this job, she told everyone on her team, she said, quote, "We need to be more like Disney World, friendly and inviting." When she was in high school, she actually dressed up as different Disney characters in the parades. The only problem is it's one thing when you're in high school to dress up as Goofy in a parade. The problem is she ran the Secret Service and stayed in character. All right, so this is very tricky to talk about, but it shouldn't be because we're all adults. To pump up the war on women rhetoric, the left is turning the horrible crime of rape into a political talking point. According to the FBI, rape has gone down every year for the last 21 years. Still too high, but we're at a 42-year low. So why talk about it now? Second, the White House just released this report in January led by Joe Biden, and they made 2 statements. The first, 1 in 5 women are sexually assaulted while on college campuses. Okay? Second point, only 12% of sexual assaults are reported. Those 2 things mathematically cannot be true at the same time. If the second number is true, only 12% of cases are reported, then it's more like at Berkeley, 1 in 30 women are sexually assaulted. And if the first number is true, then it would mean that 5 women are assaulted at the University of Texas, Austin every day. If you want to see the math of all this, press pause on your YouTube screen right now. And in the description section, we have a link to all the math there as well. Ultimate point is, exaggerating the claims of rape does a terrible disservice to the actual victims, and also calling everything rape, from unwanted hugging to, even at the University of Michigan, withholding sex. All that does is just belittle the victims of an actual crime. So on our Liberty Tree app for your smartphone, every single week we issue a new challenge, right there, new challenge video, and this is where we transcend politics. The goal is to make us better people. Just the other day on my radio show, we had one of my all-time favorite authors on, Brad Meltzer, and he said this.
Instead of spending time texting about dumb stuff, think of the person in your life who gave you your first real job. Think of the person who took a chance on you. Think of the person who helped you at your first job. And you know what? Go thank them. Take 10 minutes, find them on Facebook, track them down, call them up, or just send them an email and say thank you.
The very next day after talking with Brad, I saw this story. This is about Yvonne. She owned a Dairy Queen in Ontario, and one day she received this letter in the mail. It's from a former employee. He's now a doctor, and he just wanted to write a thank you note. Thank you for allowing me to study when there were no customers. Thank you for encouraging me and supporting my dream to become a doctor. So this week's challenge is to think of someone who gave you a chance, someone who opened up a door for you, someone who encouraged you when you needed it the most, and somehow reach out and thank that person. For me, I want to thank Ron, Dwayne, and Dave. Thank you, Slater Crusaders. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing as well. Please do that below. You can check out last week's video right here. You can download the Liberty Tree app for your smartphone. Just click right here. And you can check out our daily radio show. All you got to do is click right there. So we finally picked a winner last Sunday. Cowboys, they finally won. So now what are we, 1-3 on our picks? This week, it's the Bengals and the Patriots. They are both awful. The Bengals are 3-0, though? Oh, everything's all messed up. All right. Bengals. Tom Brady did awful last week. Or is Tom Brady such a champion he's going to come back better than ever? Okay, here's the deal. I'm going to go Bengals. If I lose, then I have to stand out on the street corner with a sign that says, I love Hillary. Honk if you do too. I love her so much. PSA of the day. It's never too early to flex the guns.